What if I told you that your August Social Security check money you rely on for rent, groceries, and daily survival might not show up this month? And what if I told you it has nothing to do with your bank, your eligibility, or even a missed document on your end? The truth is, something bigger is happening, and the Social Security Administration has just confirmed it. A technical payment glitch has occurred, and it's already affecting retirees across the country. Seniors who've been receiving payments for years without ever missing a month are waking up this August with empty accounts and no warning. Some thought it was fraud, others blamed their banks. But now we know it's a system-level issue, and the SSA is scrambling to fix it. In this urgent update, I'll explain exactly what this glitch is, how it happened, who is most at risk, and most importantly what you can do right now to make sure you don't miss your check. This isn't about politics or rumors. This is about cold, hard fact and a ticking clock. If you rely on Social Security income, you need to hear every second of this. Let's start with what we know. On August 3rd, the Social Security Administration quietly issued a statement on their official portal. Buried beneath routine announcements and payment schedules was a short notice. A payment processing delay had affected a limited group of beneficiaries, but almost immediately, emails and messages from SSA recipients started flooding in. These weren't isolated cases. People from different states, with different payment schedules and banking providers, were all reporting the same thing: no direct deposit, no explanation, no help. You may be asking, why would the SSA suddenly change identity protocols in the middle of a payment cycle? Well, it actually goes back to a spike in fraud complaints earlier this year. Scammers had begun targeting SSA recipients using fake banking portals, siphoning benefits before they could reach real accounts. In response, the SSA rolled out stricter matching systems but failed to notify millions of seniors that their bank info needed to be reconfirmed. The system is flagging honest seniors like you, like Martha's risky, delaying their checks until verification is completed. It's not just an isolated tech bug. This is a policy change that collided with timing. The worst part, many affected seniors didn't even receive a notification. No email, no mailed notice, not even a My SSA alert. They only found out something was wrong when the money didn't arrive. And now, the blame game has begun. Banks are pointing to SSA. SSA is pointing to banks. And seniors, they're left in the middle, confused, scared, and without the money they depend on. Let's break down who's most at risk. Based on SSA's internal report and leaked documents reviewed by senior advocacy groups, the people most likely to be affected by the glitch include individuals who recently changed banks, seniors who haven't logged into their MIS account in the last 6 months, beneficiaries who haven't re-verified their identity through SSA's new online portal, and those receiving payments via a representative pay or prepaid debit card. If any of these apply to you, you may already be impacted, or you could be next. And what's the SSA's official guidance? Call them. That's right, same helpline that already keeps seniors waiting for 35 minutes on a good day, now overwhelmed with urgent calls. Some agents don't even know how to address the issue yet. Others are simply reading from outdated scripts. The only consistent advice being given: verify your identity again online using the new two-factor authentication system. But for many seniors, especially those who aren't tech-savvy, that's a nightmare. The process involves logging into a confusing government website, uploading a photo, sometimes taking a live selfie using your device, and confirming a one-time code sent to your email or phone. For a 35-year-old, that might be annoying. For a 78-year-old with poor eyesight, a flip phone, and no Wi-Fi, it's nearly impossible. The very system meant to protect seniors is now causing them to miss their only source of income. Now you might be wondering, what happens if your payment was delayed? Will you get it later? Will it come next week or next month? According to SSA's current update, delayed payments will be processed on a rolling basis once identity verification is complete. That means if your account is flagged and you don't act, the money won't automatically come. It'll sit in limbo until you re-verify, and if you missed too much time, it could even be cancelled. This glitch couldn't have come at a worse time. Inflation is still squeezing every dollar. Medicare premiums are expected to rise this fall, and many states have just ended their summer energy relief programs. For seniors living paycheck to paycheck, the timing of a check isn't just a detail, it's survival. A delay of even 5 days can mean a missed rent payment, an unpaid medical bill, or skipping meals for a week. That's not an exaggeration, that's reality. Worse, many seniors don't have family nearby to help. They rely on Social Security, not just for money but for stability. Imagine being 81 years old, living alone, already feeling forgotten by a system that never moves fast, and now the government can't even send your check on time. This is more than a glitch. It's a warning. It tells us how fragile the Social Security system really is. One small digital flaw or unannounced policy change can put millions of seniors at risk, and it raises a very real question. If this happened in August without notice, could it happen again in September, in October? What's next? The SSA has promised that they're working around the clock to fix the issue, but so far, there's no public timeline, no apology, and no clear fix. Some advocacy groups, like the National Committee to Preserve Social Security and Medicare, have begun pushing for an emergency congressional hearing. Others are calling for a rollback of the new verification system until a safer alternative can be launched. But all that takes time, and seniors can't afford to wait. So what can you do right now to protect yourself? First, check your SSA payment history through your MIS account, even if you haven't logged in for a while. Try to reset your password and access the portal. Look for the August payment. It will either show as sent, pending, or on hold. If it shows pending or on hold, you're likely affected. Second, confirm your identity. Go through the new SSA two-step verification process. Even if you think your info is already confirmed, upload your photo and take the requested selfie, and confirm your email and phone. Yes, it's frustrating, but without this step, your payment may not come at all. Call Sabbath. Be prepared for long waits. The best times to call are early in the morning, between 8 and 9:30 a.m., or later in the evening before 7 p.m. Ask the agent to confirm if your account is payment verified, and if your August payment has been released or flagged. Finally, talk to your bank. Even though this is mostly on SSA's end, some banks are holding payments due to account mismatches or fraud alerts. Ask your bank directly, have you received a deposit from SSA this month? If they say yes but it's not in your account, ask to escalate it. Now let's address a question many seniors are quietly asking but afraid to say out loud. What if I've already missed my August check? Will I get penalized or disqualified going forward? The short answer is no. You will not lose your future benefits just because this glitch delayed a payment. But here's the catch. Your file must still show you as active and in compliance with identity rules. If your status stays in limbo for too long, it could trigger an automatic review, and in some cases, even a suspension. That's why re-verifying your identity isn't just optional right now, it's necessary. Even if you're not tech-savvy, even if it feels overwhelming, please don't wait. Ask someone you trust to help you complete the process, because once SSA processes your it successfully, your payment can be released within 3 to 5 business days in most cases. There's also confusion about retroactive payments. Some seniors are hearing that if they miss their August deposit, they'll get a double payment next month. That is not always true. The SSA only sends missed payments retroactively after your verification is cleared, and it automatically, and they usually don't combine payments unless the missed deposit was confirmed and reported properly. In other words, unless you notify SSA and complete the steps, your money may stay delayed, and the next check won't include it. Let's zoom out for a moment. This glitch, though painful, isn't just a one-time issue. It's a signal of how fragile and impersonal the Social Security system has become. Millions of seniors are still navigating outdated tools, inconsistent help centers, and online portals that aren't designed with elders in mind. At a time in life when things should be simpler, they somehow become more complex. What once arrived like clockwork now arrives with stress and second guessing. And let's be honest, this isn't just about missing one payment. It's about trust. Seniors have spent their entire lives working, paying into the system, believing their retirement years would be secure. But if a glitch can throw off a payment this easily, what's stopping it from happening again? What's stopping it from scaling into something worse? And most importantly, what protections are in place for the most vulnerable, the elderly who live alone, don't use the internet, or can't wait on hold for an hour just to confirm their own identity? Let's take another real-life story. Harold, an 85-year-old former Navy vet from Florida, noticed his payment didn't arrive on the 2nd. He waited 2 days, assuming it was a bank delay. On the 3rd day, he called SSA and was told his account needed identity re-verification, but he had no email, no smartphone, and no way to upload an or selfie. His son lives out of state. His nearest SSA office was over an hour away. He had no ride, no solution, no check. A week passed before a local nonprofit helped him sort through the system. By the time he received his funds, Harold had already fallen behind on rent, missed a medical appointment, and was living off crackers. That's the reality many seniors are facing this month. And the scariest part is most of them have no idea this is happening until it's too late. So if you're watching this, you're already ahead, you're informed, you're prepared, and that means you can protect yourself. Let's recap what you need to do right now. Check your SSA account immediately even if you've never used it before. If you can't access it, reset your password or call SSA for temporary login help. Inside your account, review your payment history. Look for August's deposit status. If it says pending, on hold, or doesn't appear at all, take action now. And re-verify your identity. Use the SSA online portal with your ID and phone number. If you need help, ask a trusted friend or family member to assist. SSA now allows live help through their ID partner system, so don't hesitate to request it. If your payment is still missing after all that, call the SSA and escalate. Yes, the line is long. Yes, the hold time is exhausting, but your financial security is worth it. And if you're one of the lucky ones who received their August check on time and don't relax just yet, this glitch is still rolling out. September's payments may face the same challenge. If verification systems remain strict, get ahead of the curve. Confirm your information now so next month's check isn't in jeopardy. Also, help others. Share this video with anyone you know who receives SSA benefits. Neighbors, friends, relatives who might not even know about the glitch. A quick share could save someone from missing rent, medication, or groceries. We often think of the Social Security Administration as a machine that runs on autopilot, but this situation reminds us that it's a fragile system, prone to errors, and one that doesn't always protect the people it's designed for. Seniors shouldn't have to chase their own benefits. They shouldn't have to beg the system to function properly, but until that changes, knowledge is power. Stay aware, stay connected, and most importantly stay vocal, because when seniors speak out, government agencies listen. They may move slowly, but they move, and if enough voices demand change, we can make sure that glitches like this one become rare in routine. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, or if you care about someone on Social Security, do me one favor, hit that like button so more people see this critical message. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another payment warning or update again, and leave a comment below if you experienced a delay, got a payment, or need help. We'll read every comment and respond with support. Until next time, stay safe, stay alert, and I'll see you in the next update.